Kuwait's ruling emir, 86-year-old Sheikh Nawal Al Ahmad, is dead. Plus, Central African bloc suspends Gabon over military coup that removed Ali Bongo Odimba from office. President Bola Tinubu celebrates his friend and ally, former President Muhammadu Buhari, an icon of truth, justice and patriotism, on his 81st birthday. President Tinubu extols the peerless leadership credentials and feats of the former president, recalling his meritorious service to the nation at various times as head of state and as president. Ruling out former President Buhari's unparalleled record of infrastructural provision, comprising several new international airports, multiple standard gauge railway lines, new seaport development, dozens of new dams, power stations, amongst many other feats, President Tinubu fondly recalls the former president's aggressive push to modernize Nigeria's defense architecture while working towards import substitution with the empowerment of millions of Nigerian farmers in his progressive initiative to enhance food security in the country. The president described former President Buhari as a finest paradigm of sacrifice, devotion, patriotism, and fidelity to the national cause. In line with its pursuit of regional stability, the Central African bloc has suspended Gabon over the military coup that removed Ali Bongo Odimba from office as president of Gabon last August. Let's join Kolo Mohammed for more.
The coup unfolded shortly after Ali Bongo was declared the winner of a controversial third term as president. However, General Nguema has not provided a clear timeline for the return of civilian rule in Gabon, leaving the nation in a state of uncertainty. During the pivotal meeting, where leaders from Central Africa gathered to discuss Gabon's suspension, moments of introspection may have emerged. The president of Equatorial Guinea presided over the meeting and voiced concerns about Gabon's impact on regional peace, security, and stability. President Obiang Nguema Mbagogo, 81 years old, has been in the helm of Equatorial Guinea since 1979. Much like Ali Bongo's family in Gabon, the Obiang Nguema's family has faced allegations of massive embezzlement of state resources and harsh repression of political opposition. The situation in Central Africa highlights a broader issue on the African continent, where several long-standing leaders have remained in power for extended periods and are understandably apprehensive about any talk of a coup. The suspension of Gabon by the Economic Community of Central African States, ECOWAS, serves as a significant development in the region, shedding light on the ongoing challenges surrounding leadership, governance, and stability in Central Africa. Kolo Mohammed, NTAi News. Africa. Kolo Mohammed, NTAi News.
European Union Somalia counter-piracy force says a Spanish Navy ship is sailing towards a Maltese-flagged commercial vessel suspected to have been hijacked by pirates of Somalia. Kolo Mohammed once again reports that international navies since 2017 have been working to keep ships safe.
Spanish Navy ship is sailing at full speed towards the Maltese-flagged commercial vessel that may have been hijacked by pirates of Somalia, the European Union Somali Counter-Piracy Force said. If confirmed, the piracy counter force said it will be the first successful hijacking involving Somali pirates since 2017, when a crackdown by international navies stopped a rush of seizures in Gulf of Aden and Indian Ocean. An operations center in Spain said it received an alert about the alleged pirate hijacked vessel, which was approximately 500 nautical miles east of Socotra Island of Somalia. In Somalia's breakaway Puntland region, a member of a group that helped organize raids on ships in the past said he heard pirates had managed to seize the vessel. The informant, Mukhtar Mahmudu, said via telephone that 6 of his pirate friends managed to capture a ship and will bring it to the coast of eastern region of Puntland. Kolo Muhammad, NTAi News. Managed to capture a ship and will bring it to the coast of eastern region of Puntland. NTAi News.
Kuwait's ruling emir, the 86-year-old Sheikh Nawal Al Ahmad, is dead. Kolo Mohammed again reports that Kuwait State Television reported the emir's death on Saturday, the 6th of December.
State Television broke into programming with Quranic verses just before a somber official made the announcement, saying, "With deep sadness and sorrow, we, the Kuwaiti people, the Arab, the Islamic nations, and friendly people of the world, mourn the late His Highness, the Emir, Sheikh Nawab Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, who has passed on." As announced by Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah Al-Sabah, the minister of his emirate court, Kuwait's deputy ruler, his half-brother, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber, now 83, is believed to be the world's oldest crown prince. He is in line to take over as Kuwait's ruler. In late November, Sheikh Nawaf was rushed to the hospital for an unspecified illness. In the time since, the tiny oil-rich nation has been waiting for news about his health. State-run news previously reported that he traveled to the United States of America for unspecified medical checks in March. The health of Kuwait's ruler remains a sensitive matter in the Middle Eastern nation bordering Iraq and Saudi Arabia, which has seen internal power struggles behind palace doors. Sheikh Nawaf was sworn in as emir following the 2020 death of his predecessor, the late Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah. The birth and death of emotion over the luck of Sheikh Sabah, known for his diplomacy and peacemaking, was felt across the region. In 2021, Sheikh Nawaf issued a long-awaited amnesty decree pardoning and reducing the sentences of nearly 3 dozen Kuwaiti dissidents in a move aimed at diffusing a major government standoff. He issued another just before his illness, aimed to resolve the political impasse that also saw Kuwait hold 3 parliamentary elections under his rule. Kuwait is perceived as having the Gulf's freest parliament that comparatively allows for dissent. Kolo Muhammad, NTAi News.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu sympathizes with the ruling Sabah family, the government and the people of the state of Kuwait over the passing of the Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah. Applauding the achievements of the late Emir in such short time, President Tinubu describes the monarch as a man of great compassion, peace and mercy, who granted amnesty to political prisoners and dissidents, fashioning a progressive and stable state. The president condoles with the ruling house of Sabah and all those who mourn this painful loss, while praying to Almighty Allah to show the emir mercy and grant him place in Al-Jannah Firdaus. The National Council of Establishment, at the end of its 45th meeting for the upteenth time, rejected outrightly the request for an upward review of retirement age for public servants to 40 years of service or 65 years of age. Herman Jabani reports that this was part of the communique issued by the Council at the end of its meeting.
The 45th National Council on Establishments, which took place in Bauchi State, issued a 13-point communique, among which is a rejection of the upward review of retirement age, as it is contrary to the national aspiration of renewal, youth empowerment, and innovation. However, it noted that the option of contract appointment exists and should be explored where necessary to bridge skills gap as a result of retirement. The Council approved integration of National Skills Qualification Level 1 to 5 in Scheme of Service, professionalization of human resources practice in the public service, creation of Information and Public Relations Officer cadre structured level 8 to 17 and Executive Officer Information and Public Relations cadre structured on grade level 6 to 14 on the scheme of service. That the retreat for head of service to cross-fertilize ideas peer review will be held once a year in the first quarter. The council also resolved that the standing committee should undertake a holistic evaluation of requests for enhanced entry points and report back at this 46th council meeting, and the secretariat should retreat to all MDAs the stringent criteria for enhanced entry points as approved by the 42nd council meeting held in Lagos to stream frivolous requests. Council appreciated the renewed commitment of government to the welfare of civil servants and urged ministries, departments and agencies of government to be more proactive on training and welfare matters without waiting for the labor unions to champion the demands. Council applauded the head of the civil service of the Federation, Folashade Emi-Esan, for exemplary leadership in steering the reforms and laudable addition to the reverse public service rule in the federal public service. The 46th National Council and Establishment meeting will be held in Oshogbo, Osun State in 2024. Hamman Jabani, NTAi News, 2024. Hamman Jabani.
The Raw Materials Research and Development Council is arousing the interest of young Nigerians on the development and utilization of the nation's local raw materials, thereby fostering innovations. This the council is doing through its annual quiz competition for secondary schools across the country, which comes with mouth-watering prizes. Justin Bemui reports.
Lokoja, name 2 states in Nigeria.
This is the 6th in the series of the annual quiz competition, a Catch Them Young program initiated by the Raw Materials Research and Development Council. One of the objectives of the program is to create awareness on the importance of raw materials and of the council as a government agency with mandates to promote the development and utilization of the nation's raw material resources for use by industries. It also aims to instill the spirit of research in raw materials in the minds of young people, and by so doing, build future professionals and entrepreneurs.
For them to be able to know that we have a lot of wealth, God-given wealth that God has endowed this nation with. For them to develop early the ideas of how to convert, get this requisite knowledge to convert these raw materials to improve the economy of this nation.
We are proud to be associated with this competition as it aligns with our vision and mission of promoting the development and transformation of the agricultural sector in Nigeria.
We're encouraging you guys that you should not wait until you're 20 or 21 or 22. Even when you're young, we're trying to build in you the spirit of entrepreneur. That don't only look at the academics. The world of today is looking at the area of entrepreneur where you personally have things you can create.
We're bringing in another program. We have Raw Materials Club. This Raw Materials Club will be in the secondary schools. It's for secondary schools. It will be there. In that, we're partnering with NYC. NYC will be we have our book for Raw Materials Club. All the flowchart of production, flowchart of different products.
The 6th annual Raw Materials Quiz competition for secondary schools in Nigeria came in 3 levels: state, zonal, and final competitions. The zonal competition is for state champions in the different geopolitical zones to compete among themselves. And at the finale this time, Orita Mefa Baptist Model School, Oyo State, emerged first winner with a cash prize of 1 million naira. Hill City College, Ilorin, came second, and Federal Government College, Okposi, Ebonyi State, third, with cash prize of 500,000 naira and 300,000 naira. Justin Bemui, NTAi News.
The contribution of the Nigerian Institute of Civil Engineers to economic development and security through the provision of sustainable infrastructure is key to stemming the tide of mass migration. This was a submission of experts at the 8th Reverend Engineer NTAi Annual Distinguished Lecture Series with the theme National Challenges and Mass Migration of Nigerians, Reversing the Trend, with the aim of identifying the national challenges that directly encourage mass migration in the country and examine what can be done to reverse the trend. The political and socio-economic issues in the country need to improve, contribute to job creation, and improve environment to stop people from migrating and encourage skilled labor abroad to return home to help in national development.
A wholesale remaking of Nigeria and the change of our mindset, which is very difficult to achieve.
The only thing we are saying is that we should find ways of making the people that are immigrating to be less than the people who are trained and qualified, because we are losing a lot.
Engaging in these classic issues for discussion is one of the ways Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers contributes to national development.
I endure us as an institution to continue rewarding, training, honor passion, and cherish, most importantly, the result.
He says as more Nigerians are willing to live through different routes like education and others, the economic impact on a country like Nigeria cannot be underestimated as Nigeria battles a high unemployment rate, inflation, security, and others. You are watching the news on NTAi International, reaching you from Abuja. More reports after the break.
What did they give you joy this holiday?
Better your love for fire. Now that one they give me joy.
Me, as I deal with my correct customer, they watch correct African magic film.
My joy is when I'm on holiday and getting my favorite gifts.
Bobsy, you know some of people they bring you a pass.
Yes. Our joy, not my joy.
Yes, so now all-round joy with better Naija shows, Premier League football, kids shows, and plenty more. Sharply recharge your Go TV today and enjoy this holiday. Go TV, love it.
Glad to have you back. The Nigeria Immigration Service has taken its anti-migrant smuggling campaign to students and traders in Abuja. Victor Azu reports that the team visited the government secondary school, airport, University of Abuja, and Gosa market, warning against irregular migration.
For some days now, the Nigeria Immigration Service has been immersed in campaigns against smuggling of migrants. This time, the message is taken to the most vulnerable classes of Nigerians for maximum impact. In spite of the rush to make Christmas sales and purchases at Gosa Market, the loud voices of the immigration personnel could not be ignored.
It is not a problem, you can jump back the right way.
At the University of Abuja, a roadshow was deployed. The message was timely for these graduating students. Here, students of the government secondary school airport were told about the long-term negative impact of migrants smuggling.
I've learned that when we want to migrate or when we want to move, we should do it legally and not illegally. And when we want to move, it has to be safe, orderly, and regular.
Nowadays, people come from all around the world to take people. And during that process, a lot of people can be kidnapped and so on. But today, they've taught us how we are going to migrate, how we are meant to migrate.
For the Nigeria Immigration Service, the hope is that the message sinks in and produces the desired results.
We expect to see students, youths, that have made up their minds not to actually go the wrong way by leaving this nation through unrecognized borders or by maybe living with fake documents.
Activities marking the Anti-Smuggling of Migrants Week end on Monday. In Abuja, Victor Azu, NTAi News.
The Nigerian Data Protection Act, now fully operational, has the potential to revitalize the ICT sector while ensuring the privacy of individuals as they access the internet for economic growth. This was the message of the National Commissioner, National Data Protection Commission, Dr. Vincent Olatunji, at the end of year activities of the Nigerian Computer Society in Abuja with the theme Digital Inclusion, Data Privacy and Protection. Outlook, professionals use the forum to analyze the strengths of the data protection law and how it can be used to safeguard the interests of Nigerians while promoting data inclusion in all sectors of national life.
At the Nigeria Data Protection Commission, we are finding innovative ways to meet this challenge. And one of the ways that we have come up with or we are developing is the national certification process. This national certification process will allow us to train, test, and certify aspiring data protection and privacy professionals in Nigeria.
Almost every aspect of the economy depends on social media, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, blockchain, to mention just a few, for its survival. Education, finance, transportation, and aviation, including business decisions for private sector, are dependent on IT.
Some professionals were inducted into the fellowship of the society and others received recognition for their outstanding works and support for the growth of the ICT sector in Nigeria. To foster a united front that can be of assistance and support to the President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, the Forum of All 2023 APC presidential aspirants is to hold an end-of-year dinner and inauguration on Monday, 18th of December 2023 at Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja. A statement by the convener, Senator Ahmed Rufai Sani Yerima, who is also the acting chairman of the forum, said the meeting, scheduled for 5 p.m. local time, will deliberate on many issues of national importance with all former APC presidential aspirants in attendance. The federal government, through the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, assure Nigerians of quality and water supply in the coming years and completion of all going projects, ensuring that the priority areas of the mandate of the ministry are achieved in water and sanitation sector. The Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Professor Joseph Telumon Otsev, gave the assurance at a media roundtable with the water correspondent in Abuja. Osman Zubairu has more.
The media roundtable organized by the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation with the water correspondent is the first of its kind. Ministry's scorecard and achievements in the first 100 days were highlighted by the Minister of Justice, Travel and Youth. These include flag-off of the dry season farming in all the 12 river basins across the Federation and partnership with state towards the acquisition of irrigable lands to boost agricultural production in the country. The formalization tour to river basin development authorities with expected outcomes to increase crop yields, economic growth, environmental sustainability, community empowerment and job creation.
We have put a lot of strategies on ground. And for 2024, we are ready for this job.
While commending the media for their consistent, balanced and objective reportage of the ministry's activities, the ministers assured that Nigerians will have access to clean water, proper sanitation and sustainable irrigation practice in the year 2024. Ending upon dedication by the year 2025, also another area, the ministry is soliciting cooperation of media and Nigerians to fight the menace.
We are going to drive this is you people. We are talking about clean Nigeria, use the toilets. Toilets are going to be constructed for people to use. But you'll be surprised that there are some people that has these toilets in their homes, but they don't use it.
There were question and answer section in Abuja. Osman Zubairu, NTAi News.
Solving overwhelming problems takes serious commitment and vision. These qualities came to bear following the inauguration of several humanitarian projects at Jahiwan community of FCT. Francis Udojo reports that the gestures were initiated by the Rotary Club of Wuse's Central Area in Abuja.
Jahi Primary Healthcare Center is today open.
Projects executed include perimeter fence and gate house in the Primary Healthcare Center, Jahi 1. Renovation of antenatal and vaccination center, earlier constructed by the Rotary Club of Wuse. Also executed is the provision of solar light in the delivery room and nursing station, as well as the provision of shelves and burglary proof for the pharmacy and other facilities. For the people of Jahi community, who are basically peasants and petty traders, the gesture is a great sigh of relief and a dream come true.
It serves a lot of people. We have both tribe and non-tribe that are here attending this facility.
The district governor of the Rotary Club, Sagab Sani Ahmed, pleased with the delivery of the project, said they are in line with the vision and mission of the founders of the club to render humanitarian services to vulnerable communities.
It is the practice of Rotary to be involved in community service projects and humanitarian activities that will better the interests of the general populace. And I'm really pleased with the Rotary Club of Wuse Central to have been able to think of, design, plan and execute this sort of impactful, project.
We executed programs for maternity and child health programs. We hope to implement water and sanitation program. We had also done a girl-child education program.
Rotary is a global network of 1.4 million neighbors, friends, leaders, and problem solvers who see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in communities and in themselves. In Abuja, Francis Udojo, NTAi News.
And next is a check on Sunday's weather prospect. And this is where we end the news. Many thanks for watching.